Have you ever noticed how people who were born in the 1990s seem to carry a unique psychological blueprint? There's something about them that feels both grounded and adaptable, like they lived through a perfect storm of cultural shifts that shaped their minds in ways no generation before or after will experience. They're the bridge generation, caught between analog childhood and digital adulthood, and their psychology reveals something fascinating about how timing creates character. The 90s generation experienced something rare in human history. They grew up during the last era of true boredom. Saturday afternoons meant staring at the ceiling until you figured out what to do with yourself. There was no endless scroll to fall into, no notifications pulling your attention in 12 directions. This forced their developing brains to become comfortable with silence, with emptiness, with the challenge of creating their own entertainment. Psychologically, this built what researchers call intrinsic motivation. They learned to generate interest from within rather than waiting for external stimulation to arrive. But here's what makes them different from every generation before and after. They witnessed the exact moment when the world shifted from slow to fast, from private to public, from patient to instant. They remember when getting online meant choosing between the phone and the internet. They lived through the transition from handwritten notes to instant messages, from calling someone's house and talking to their parents first to texting directly. This experience created a psychological duality that's almost impossible to replicate. People from the 90s developed delayed gratification mastery without even knowing it. They waited weeks for movies to hit video stores. They saved allowance money for months to buy a single CD. They understood that anticipation made rewards sweeter, that good things required time and patience. This patience still shows up in how they approach relationships, career decisions, and life goals today. The 90s generation also learned resilience through small daily challenges that simply don't exist anymore. Programming VCRs, navigating with paper maps, solving problems without instant access to answers. These tiny struggles built mental toughness and resourcefulness that serves them decades later. They developed what psychologists call cognitive flexibility, the ability to adapt their thinking when circumstances change. Maybe that's why talking to someone from the 90s feels different. They're present without being disconnected. They're tech-savvy without being addicted. They remember when life moved slower, and somehow they've kept that rhythm even as everything around them speeds up. They carry the wisdom of patience in a world that forgot how to wait. The 90s generation isn't just a product of their time. They're proof that the pace at which you grow up shapes the pace at which you think for the rest of your life.